Have you ever wondered how a creature as magnificent as a polar bear comes into this world? The journey begins in the heart of winter, in the icy wilderness of the Arctic. The expectant mother bear, with her instinctive wisdom, digs a maternity den in the snow, creating a safe haven to bring her young into the world. Inside this cozy den, shielded from the harsh polar winds, the miracle of life unfolds. The newborn polar bear cubs are tiny, weighing less than a pound, and are about the size of a squirrel. Their fur, barely visible, offers little warmth, and they are completely dependent on their mother's body heat. Their eyes are sealed shut, their ears folded, and their movements are feeble. Despite their initial fragility, these cubs carry the potential to grow into one of the most formidable predators on the planet. So the life of a polar bear begins, small and vulnerable, in a snowy den. Imagine spending your first few months in a secluded snow den, away from the harsh Arctic temperatures. This is the beginning of a polar bear cub's life, a story of survival and growth within the confines of a cozy den. In this snowy sanctuary, the cubs are shielded from the fierce polar winds and bone-chilling temperatures outside. These newborns are not alone in their snowy fortress. Their mother, the epitome of care and warmth, is with them every step of the way. Despite her imposing size and strength, she is remarkably gentle with her cubs, nurturing them with a dedication that is truly awe-inspiring. During these early months, the cubs are wholly dependent on their mother for sustenance. They feed on her rich, creamy milk, which is packed with the nutrients they need to grow. This high-fat diet allows the cubs to put on weight quickly, a crucial aspect of their survival in the harsh Arctic environment. As the cubs grow, their mother's milk is not their only source of nourishment. They also begin to learn the art of foraging, guided by their mother's experienced paw. The den becomes their first classroom, a place where they learn the basic skills they'll need to survive in the wild. But life in the den isn't all about survival. It's also a time for play and exploration. The cubs spend hours each day wrestling with each other, honing their strength and agility. These playful interactions are more than just fun. They're vital for the cubs' development, helping them to build the skills they'll need as adult polar bears. As the days and weeks pass, the cubs continue to grow, their bodies preparing for the challenges that lie ahead. Their coats thicken, their muscles strengthen, and their confidence blooms. And then, as the Arctic winter subsides, it's time for the young cubs to step out into the world. Their journey from the safety of the den into the vast, unpredictable wilderness is about to begin. Can you fathom the thrill and danger that awaits a polar bear cub taking its first steps into the wild? Imagine the vast white expanse of the Arctic wilderness, a realm untamed and unexplored. This is where our little polar bear cub, under the watchful eyes of its mother, takes its first tentative steps into the wild. A world that is as much a playground as it is a battleground. The cub, with its fluffy white coat and curious eyes, stumbles a bit, not yet accustomed to the slippery ice under its paws. But it doesn't take long before it starts to explore, its playful nature taking over. It pounces on its sibling, their innocent wrestling echoing with the natural joy of youth. They tumble, they play, their mother watching, always protective, always vigilant. In this seemingly endless white wilderness, the cubs begin their education. Their mother, a skilled survivor and hunter, becomes their first and most important teacher. She shows them how to navigate the treacherous ice, how to sniff out potential dangers, and how to stay warm in the biting cold. Every day is a new lesson, a new challenge, and they soak it up like tiny sponges. But it's not all work and no play. The cubs find joy in the smallest of things, be it a snowflake dancing in the wind or the thrill of sliding down an icy slope. Their world is one of wonder, of discovery, and of learning to survive in one of the harshest environments on the planet. This is where they learn their first lessons of the wild, that life is a delicate balance between playfulness and survival, that danger lurks just beneath the surface, and that every step, every decision is crucial. It's a world that demands strength, resilience, and an indomitable spirit. These first steps are just the beginning of an adventurous journey. This is their world now, a world that will test them, shape them, and prepare them for the life that lies ahead. But for now, they are just cubs, stepping into the wild for the first time, their hearts filled with curiosity and their eyes shining with the promise of adventure. How does a fluffy, playful cub transform into a powerful and skilled hunter? This metamorphosis, my friends, is a tale of survival in the harshest of conditions, where every lesson is a matter of life and death. In the icy wilderness of the Arctic, a polar bear mother becomes the ultimate teacher, imparting crucial hunting techniques to her cubs. The first lesson begins with patience. The cubs learn to wait, sometimes for hours, near a seal's breathing hole. And when the seal finally appears, they learn the importance of striking at the right moment. The mother bear also teaches her cubs the art of stalking. The cubs must learn how to move silently across the ice, blending in with their snowy surroundings to sneak up on their unsuspecting prey. The lesson here is clear. In the wild, stealth is just as important as strength. Then comes the lesson of persistence. Hunting in the Arctic is a daunting task. Often, the cubs' attempts to catch a meal may end in failure, but the mother bear encourages them to persevere, to get up and try again. Because in the Arctic, giving up is not an option. But what about the times when food is scarce? That's when the mother bear teaches her cubs the most important lesson of all: adaptation. Whether it's scavenging from carcasses or eating vegetation, the cubs learn to make do with what's available. Because survival, in the end, is about adapting to whatever life throws at you. These lessons, although harsh, are vital. They mold the cubs into skilled hunters capable of surviving the unforgiving Arctic. Hunting is not just about catching a meal, it's about resilience, adaptability, and survival against all odds. With the art of hunting mastered, the cubs are now ready to face the Arctic's challenges independently. And so the cycle continues, with each new generation of polar bears learning to navigate the icy wilderness, one hunt at a time. What happens when a young polar bear ventures out alone in the vast Arctic wilderness? As the polar bear matures, the transition from cub to adult is marked by newfound independence and formidable challenges. No longer under the protective wings of its mother, the young adult bear embarks on a solitary journey, becoming a lone wanderer in the endless expanse of ice and snow. Life in the Arctic is not for the faint of heart. The polar bear, now on its own, must navigate the treacherous terrain, brave the bone-chilling winds, and hunt for seals, its primary source of food, without the guidance of its mother. Each day brings with it a test of the bear's strength, agility, and resilience. Yet the solitude of its life is not without purpose. This solitary existence is a rite of passage, preparing the bear for the rigors of adult life. Each successful hunt, each weathered storm, each mile traversed makes the bear stronger, more skilled, and better equipped to survive in the harsh Arctic wilderness. But survival isn't the only goal of the lone wanderer. Amidst the solitude, there's an underlying search, a quest for companionship. The bear, now in the prime of its life, begins to search for a mate. This pursuit isn't without its own set of challenges, as the bear must travel vast distances, often against the elements, to find a suitable partner. Once a mate is found, the cycle of life continues. The union of two lone wanderers leads to the birth of new cubs, and with it the promise of a new generation of polar bears. The once vulnerable cub, now a majestic adult, prepares to bring new life into the world, continuing the legacy of its species in the vast Arctic wilderness. The journey of a polar bear, from a vulnerable cub to a majestic adult, is indeed a remarkable tale of survival and adaptation. So, what does the journey of a polar bear teach us? It tells a tale of resilience and adaptability, a testament to the relentless power of nature. Born in the heart of winter, in the seclusion of a snow den, they step into the world with nothing but the will to survive. Their early days are spent in the safety of the den, under the watchful eyes of their mother. As they take their first steps into the vast icy wilderness, they learn the art of survival. Hunting becomes their second nature, a necessary skill to thrive in the harsh Arctic environment. Through the seasons, they grow from being playful cubs to solitary wanderers, adapting to the changing landscapes and climate. Their journey, filled with challenges and triumphs, reflects their indomitable spirit and the unparalleled beauty of the wild. The life of a polar bear, a testament to the relentless power and sublime beauty of nature, truly captivates and humbles us.